So, Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2025. And don't worry, this is not another promise of me coming back and then not doing anything for 2 months. Look, I'm just going to level you. It's great that New Year is a great motivator for people. And I'm taking that on board. You know, I have promised myself I'm going to do more of these videos and stuff like that. But I really just wanted to share what has been the hold up. You know, for the past 6 months, what has been the problem? Why no YouTube videos? Why just dead silence? Why bouts of motivation followed up with nothing? And the reality is that I think I've been working on a film for about almost 2 years. You know, from conception, the idea, through to completion, which is now at a stage that I am finished with. that doesn't mean that the film is finished. It is finished. But, you know, people say you can't really finish a film, and I'm inclined to agree. There's still, more that I could do, but I'm not. Because you have to leave it at some point. And I think the thing is, it's like I was critiquing and sometimes harshly critiquing people's filmmaking skills. And not that I regret that at all, because some people deserved it. You know, I can call out a bad movie, even if someone is far more experienced and more adept at making movies than me. That's fine. And I think just being a corporate videographer / filmmaker for the past 15 years and knowing my stuff on lenses and cameras and, I'm the tech guy. That's what, in most workplaces, I'm the tech guy. You come to me if you want to know about the software, if you want to know about the hardware. Anyway. And so I thought, I can go into this film that I'm making completely technical and, make something great. And look, I think I made a great thing. Was it the best decision? No, probably not. I took on something far more ambitious than I ever could have imagined. It's a 30-minute short, which is, that pretty much excludes it from most festivals. It's the kind of awkward place for a short film, more like an episode. So I've read. Decided to do that. Decided to film all outdoors in England, where the weather is known for being inconsistent. Inconsistent is a gentle way of putting it. We had 3 days of blistering sun and 5 days of, 3 days of clouds and a bit of rain. So matching all that up together has been hard. It was meant to be a 3-day shoot. So that'd be shooting 10 minutes a day. I had planned for a fourth. I thought that, maybe we'd miss a few things. We could do some pickups, sure. Turned into 6 days, and a lot of things happened. We had a real owl in the film. We had a real celebrity in the film. I'm really proud of what I did. I know that going into it, I didn't realize the intensity and how hard it is. And I think it's kind of gave me a new respect for filmmaking, essentially. Now I can say I'm a filmmaker, along with the other people that I've reviewed. Before I was, a videographer. And if I'm being completely honest, there was a part of me where I was like, there's 17 scenes in my movie. I was like, this will be the equivalent of making 17 promo videos. And it's just not. It's just not on any way the same. I mean, you can shoot them all as individual scenes, but you're not just paying it. You're not setting aside a music track and then putting interviews to it. You're actually driving a narrative with performance. And I mean, that is one of the things I wish I had paid attention to, rather than being so concerned with the cinematography. And not that the performances were bad, but I know that as a first-time director, I didn't communicate my vision of what I wanted to happen well to the actors at all. I kind of left them to it, which has been great in some parts where I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even see that angle. But there's other parts where I'm like, oh, they didn't know what they were doing. And that's not because of them. It's because I didn't tell them. And look, this story is not... it's not exactly conventional. It's kind of like almost slapstick in its approach. And I wrote it with a friend. And oh my God, we had some disagreements on the script and stuff like that, and rewrites, etc. And if there is one thing I can say, it's to not ever work with a friend. If it's something creative like this, and there's going to be egos involved from both sides, I'm not going to pretend that I don't have an ego. Then there's going to be conflict. And I actually think that our friendship got damaged during the making of this film, because we both had a baby, which was this film. And we wanted, one of us wanted it to be a ballet dancer and one of us wanted it to be a weightlifter. And I don't know if that's a great analogy, but it kind of works. So, yeah, this kind of got pulled in different directions. And look, I'm giving it a big negative spin. But I'm just telling you that for the last 6 months, I've been trying to perfect this film so that then when you guys see it, you go, oh, this guy can actually make a film, So I have some credibility behind critiquing other people's work. I know, not every film reviewer has to have a film underneath their belt, but, I like to think I know what I'm talking about, and, this kind of works for it. I'm going to do a really big explanation on what happened here on my film, and pretty much hopefully do the largest insight into making your own film with your own budget ever done on YouTube. I think that's the way to go down. And the first way is just have a conversation about it. So that's what I'm doing right now with you. But my aim was, I said to everyone, I am not working on this film after New Year. I finished it, I think, the 23rd of December. And I was like, anyone get your thoughts into me before the end of the new year. So, no one has done that. The film is done. It will be going into festivals and stuff like that. And I will be showing it to you guys. So, you can critique from there. So now that it's done, I am back. I thought I'd be done a lot sooner. But as you'll see, as I break down this whole process over the next few months or maybe even years, this was a lot that I just didn't expect. So now I'm actually back. It's done, and there's more to come, and God, I know a lot more. So maybe these critiques that I'm doing will be even better in 2025. And it can't be any worse, so stay safe.